going to get started.
All right, what's going on, y'all? Tree, let's go down here. How's everybody doing? We got some people popping in. Star getting first, Kishu getting second. Let's go. It's Friday. The weekend is upon us. It's a good time. Now, you may have noticed things are different. We are set up in the doing stuff on a folding table in front of my desk configuration. And if the title hadn't told you, then you know it's time for getting dirty with the Tart-Caster. Yeah, we're saving this VOD for YouTube. Hopefully I can put this up and have some cool stuff to share with that. So that'll be cool. Looking forward to that. Hello. Good to see you too, Kishu. I am gonna fix the frets. We're gonna be doing a lot. We're gonna be doing a lot today. Star, thank you for the 19 months. 19 months! Probably every month that I've been affiliate. But thank you, of course, for the sub. So we're gonna be doing a lot. Now, eagle-eyed viewers, I think I actually mentioned this. So if Kishu, you're talking about it, you knew. I've had this little piece of painter's tape on this side of the neck for a little while now, and that's because the fret ends are lifting out of the neck and literally tearing into my hand. So we're gonna see if we can hammer them down. Now I tried with a hammer and that wasn't doing it. So I got myself a fancy fret punch off of Amazon. Actually, this is a very not fancy one. A fancy one would be made of brass. This only looks like it's made of brass. It's straight up steel. And you can tell because I had to file down the end, and you can see that it's not brass. It's just straight up steel. So to prevent it from damaging the frets, I cut a little bit of a sleeve off of a microphone cable. This little rubberized curve right here. You can kind of see it. The idea is to fit that in the curve of the punch to sort of, I don't know, not mar the frets. We'll see. It's going to be a whole thing. Star, would be silly if you didn't subscribe to your husband. You gave someone a YouTube link last night with all the auto stuff. Oh, nice. Awesome. Yeah, and I even got that new video where I talk about how to get good, free, and low latency, low processing intensive noise reduction care of Bertum Audio. So there's that new one as well with a bonus plugin, a really great de-esser that I've been using as well. It's great. Okay. First things first, we're gonna do a lot. Talk about what we're gonna do and maybe try and figure out, or at least like get in our minds the process for which we're gonna do stuff. First step, remove the old strings. De-string it, easy peasy. Step 2, remove the neck from the body. That'll make it easier to manipulate while we're hammering on the frets. But what we're also gonna do, something I've been meaning to get to, is we're gonna install this real deal, genuine Fender string tree for the headstock. What it does is, you can see there's one right here now. It adds an additional level of angle to the strings coming off of the nut right here. And that helps the higher strings stay in proper tension better. The one that I have on here is some cheapo, I don't know, no name thing. And I don't really feel like it adds much of an angle. And I don't really love the way that it looks either. It's kind of chunky. These are nice and like, I don't know, slender, and they're real Fender parts. So you can't go wrong with that, now can you? So we're gonna be drilling. Then after we do that, I'm mostly actually just gonna get it in place. Or do I need to do that first or last? I think I have to do that last because they have a little notch in them that locks them into place, that keeps them from twisting. So I'm gonna do that after we put the neck back on because I'll need the strings sort of in place to help me guide the angle of it. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. And then, yeah, so we'll take this off. We'll hammer on some frets. We'll put it back on. Restring. String tree. Then I'm going to adjust the relief of the neck, the curvature of the neck, how much it bows upwards or like towards the body or away from the body, up or down. And then we're going to do some soldering stuff. That's going to be fun. This amp has a foot switch that changes the channel from clean to distortion and turns on the effects loop that lets me run like reverb and echo sounds and stuff like that. I'm going to reverse engineer the connections of the jack on the back of the amp for the foot switch. It's not really typical standard. It's a 5-pin DIN instead of the kind of normal 1/4-inch TRS, which is, you know, one of these big plugs here. So we're gonna reverse engineer from the existing one and create a new cable with spare parts that I have laying around. I did have to buy some of these connectors, but that's okay. And that's going to allow us to use my new HX Effects multi-effects unit to control the amp as well. So I can do everything from that unit. It's dope. It's super cool. It's a lot to get to. And then hopefully we'll have leftover time before midnight to get into some Tree After Dark punk pop tunes. So that'll be great too. Yeah, that's a lot. Soldier of God, what's going on? Shred on it, want to see the string smoke and snap. Well, you're about to see him snap, kind of. I am gonna unstring it as we tear this sucker down. Soldier of God, how are you doing tonight? How you been? Where's my string? Here it is. Oh my goodness. We're just taking all of them off. Every last one. And I have a good camera setup tonight for all of this, as opposed to the last time that I did sort of my DIY stream where we were unsuccessful in repairing my PlayStation 5 controller. Sad times. Sad times. What we are doing is, we are doing great. Getting ready for a foot of snow, for feet of snow. Oof. Y'all are getting feet of snow, and we've got highs in like the low 70s tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Though I'll tell you, I am happy for it because there is car work I need to do tomorrow / this weekend, and dislocated my shoulder last week, so I couldn't do it then. But now I can, and that'll be good. I'm changing the oil of my car and Star's car, and then I'm going to put new sway bar bushings, front sway bar bushings on mine, because it's just, that front end is real noisy with bumps and whatnot. And I tell you, these roads in Metro Charlotte are real bumpy. Real bumpy. Sunny with the high of 75. Snowy high of maybe 3. Ooh. Man. Yeah, Stars had the windows open all day. It's nice. Helps the house smell nice and fresh and clean and all that kind of stuff. It's been great. It's been good. Ready for spring. For the week of spring that we get before it's like awful hot and humid, as it do in the South. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Okay. You know, I've adjusted the curvature of the neck a couple of times, and I don't know if it's ever really felt right. One of the main problems is that the frets on this neck are hot garbage, and they I never like leveled them to make sure they were all like even. You know, you just kind of roll with it. It's been fine. The action's a little high, but you know, you live life. and I will be replacing this neck in a few months. That's going to be my birthday gift this year, is a new neck for the Tart-Caster. Something a little bit better, made from a reputable company instead of Guitar Fetish, who built darn near everything that's on this guitar. You know, they're not, Guitar Fetish isn't terrible. If you need to do some stuff on a budget, they got you covered. I love the bridge and the saddle was good. The tuners that I got from them, which were made by a company called Wilkinson, are great. The pickup controls are good. The $30 pickups or $25 pickups are good for $25 pickups. But, you know, you play it for a while, and then you think to yourself, it's time. I think it's time I upgraded to something a little bit better. But that's the beauty of a parts build, you know? You get to make it yourself, put it together yourself for cheap. Oh, I just stabbed my finger real good with that. Yeah, that's bleeding. Woo! Yikes! You get to put it together yourself, and then as you want, you make it better. You know, I should just undo all these and take them all at the same time. You make it better over time. Do I need a Band-Aid with puppies on it? Only if the puppies are Bluey and Bandit. But no, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, it's like not even really Bluey. Okay. Nope. Not okay. I put this off first. Don't really have to with thin strings. They'll pull through just fine. And away we go. Now, I will apologize to y'all ahead of time. It's about to get probably pretty loud. And I will honestly probably do some post-production on this for the YouTube VOD. If I forget and you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alas, we don't have any Bluey Band-Aids. Just blue band? Oh, we do have the blue Band-Aids with pipes on them. We got them from Target. We got them from Target. All right, no real great way to do this. I'm gonna just back this off. Normally I wouldn't use a power drill for this, but these screws are really long and I won't use it to reinstall, but just for speed. One. Two. Say that was the last. 3. And 4. Cool. You can go away. Yep, that can fall, and this will just come free. Beautiful. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to do while I had this out, after I grab the backing plate, is I wanted to check the size of the neck pocket. I have a little angle riser in there, but I want to check the actual size of the neck pocket to make sure it fits legitimate Fender standards, because the neck that I will get to replace this one is probably going to be built more to spec. So to do that, I have a new tool that I haven't really been able to use yet. Got it for Christmas. Very excited about it. I want to use it for all kinds of things. Digital caliper. Oh yes. Oh yes. Have Pop-Tart bandages? Man, if they make Pop-Tart bandages, I want them. Alright. Yeah, we're good. 0 0. I think we want this in inches. So we're measuring from the outside here. Use this. Okay. 2.19. Whatever that means. I probably should pull up some spec for that. That would be smart. Pop-Tart Band-Aids exist? Oh my gosh. Star, post it in the Discord, please. Please. The strap knob's a little loose, so I'm just gonna tighten it down. Oh wait. That's right, this uses an Allen key. Do I have an Allen key that fits? Probably somewhere, but up here is the real question. That's way too. So at least the answer is looking like a yes. I just have to find the right size. No. Soldier, did you also send me the picture? Oh yeah, that's a good fit. That's a good fit. And just a little torque down of it. Yes. That will do. Okay, that's over there. Fender Telecaster neck pocket. What does that even look like? First, we're gonna check. Let's see here. The neck that I intend to replace with. Okay. Yeah. Scale length, whatever. Heel dimension. That's what we need. 2 3/16. Where are we measuring it from? Okay, so it needs to be 2.2 basically. Always trust Warmouth on that. Okay, 56 mil at the very back of the neck. So that's what we're looking for here. Oh, it will do fractions. Wow. All right. We need 56 mil. Measuring from the back here. This is small. Maybe? That's small. You don't like to see that. But the inside of the pocket will do 2.2. We got 2.2 out of the inside of the pocket, so I mean, just under 2.2. That's a snug fit. We may have to do some sanding. But, you know, You gotta do what you gotta do to get there. We'll do what we gotta do to get there. Not that close, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right. Calipers, thank you. You done good. Body, thank you. Put you over there. All right, let me see here. Couple of things. Got to check the DM. Oh my gosh. Discord. Be more ridiculous. Of course, there's a billion updates to install. Always is. Here we go. All right. Boom. Boo Boo Buddies bandages. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. Yep. Starts at the same ones. Mochi Kids. Wow. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to hold on to that list there. That's gonna be clutch. That's gonna be clutch. Okay. Let's pull up this. Yes. We will transition to here. We got the neck. All right. So let's remove our wonderful painter's tape. Nice. Toss it. Now I wonder if this camera will get the damage of the frets. You can see all of these indentations on the frets. That shouldn't be there. Not on a neck like a neck this new. It's just like, especially up here on the first fret. That's bad. I mean, straight up like dug into the fret. Like that's beyond, I don't know if it's necessarily beyond repair. That's a lot of work buffing those out. A lot of work. And all for them just to get equally bad in like less than a year. Like you can see, so you're on this fret here. Maybe there's like a straight up scratch from the string as opposed to just normal fret wear. They're toast. And if not toast, they're very bad. So, the main problem, these sticky frets or lifted frets. How to fix. That's going to be interesting. I wonder, the idea is we're just going to put this little bit of rubber over here, just a little bit of microphone cabling jacket. Just slide that over the fret. This may be too big. I may have to cut it down. Or it'll be perfect. All right. I mean, it's in place. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Got a hammer, and I apologize for how loud this might be. Probably should brace this somehow. I don't know. Or test it on a less noticeable fret. Let's see here. I'm trying to grab the worst offenders. They're bad up here. And they're bad down here too. Okay. All right, we're gonna go off this guy at the 12th. Our actual 12th fret. Shielding. Punch. And we're just going to try and get down this element here. Just grab the end. That's all we want. And it's going to be really hard to angle and do that. Maybe? No, we'll just go like this. This should be fine. Should be fine. We're about to find out. All right, again, I apologize for the loud noise. Loud noise incoming. I mean, I feel like it's better. Tried at the 11th fret too. I mean, kind of. Like, I want to say yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's noticeable. Like, it's not... not as good as it was before. I don't know. It's hard to judge this. I mean, it should be nice and smooth because of how I set it up. Maybe try a little more downward pressure from above. Let's see. What happened, Star? Tell me what happened. Did the noise upset them? Yeah, I don't know if it's really doing anything. I want to say it is, you know? You want it to... you want to feel like you're doing something. I mean, worst case scenario, we'll just go and refile everything. Whew. Well, this one's definitely beat up. This one's definitely feeling it. Oh, it's raining. Rain got canceled from the forecast. Yeah, y'all, I don't know. I don't know if the punch is gonna do it. It's just a sad part of life right now. I need something under this to support it. Like a wrist support. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that'll do. No cloth meat. think this sucker just has a burr in it now. I don't know. Part of me thinks it's just going to be time to tape it and file it. Done it before, I can do it again. You know, I'm also going to maybe orient a little bit here so I can get some pressure from this angle. Yeah. I mean, who's to say what's better? Who's to say if I'm doing it? One would think I would be there. Maybe. Maybe not. Whoop, don't slip off. Stay with me now. Hang on. I feel like it's doing something. Maybe now I'm just getting some burrs around the top. I don't know. The only thing is, if I make the decision to file all the frets down, I have to do it before I restring it. And it's just a whole lot of work. And I would really love to play some guitar. So we may just do another month of just dealing with it, you know? Might just have to, which I don't want to do, but you know. Great, what's going on? How you doing, dude? Good to see you. This is still showing up good. Again, sorry for loud noises. Yeah, I'm actually losing track of the these are all bad up front. But I don't play this high, so who cares? And it's not bothering me back on this end, so, you know, we're gonna call it a mixed success. That's trash, but we have another. I think we're just gonna roll with it. And if it pops up again, we'll file in about a month. Oh yeah, that's better. Not bad, actually. Not bad at all. I will absolutely be leaving a review on Amazon about this. This punch. In that, it's not brass. It only looks like brass. Okay, we'll call it good. Not this one. I need to redo this one. This sucker is in a bad way. Maybe I can get away with constructively wrecking it. Ish. All right. We'll take it. In the name of progress, and by progress I mean moving forward and keeping things going, we'll take it. We'll take it. The loud noises are over. We done did a thing, y'all. Kind of. More or less. Why is this not closing? Yeah, there we go. Boom. Ooh. Gray, how you doing tonight? All right, we did this. What was the next thing we're gonna do? We're gonna put it back on? Did I want to do some filing to it? Maybe while it's off? No, it takes forever. It takes forever because you got to tape the whole thing down, and then the fun begins. So this is going to be good for now. It's going to be good enough. It's going to be good enough. We're going to get the neck back on. Then we are going to do something. Restring it, and then set the relief. We'll probably have to do the intonation over again, which is fine. And then we're going to make a cable. Yeah. We're going to use our electronics brains. That's what we're going to do. All right. Putting the neck back on. Honestly, that went about as well as I thought it was going to go. I did not have super high hopes, but I feel like it's at least in more playable condition now. In worst case scenario, I'll just retape it, like I said. You know, life ain't that bad. I think they glued a piece of this fretboard on. There's a line, like, from here all the way down to there. Oh no, I don't like that. This is not a good neck. This is not a good neck. All right, getting this sucker back on is always a bit stressful. Doesn't have to be, but usually is. Fit it in the pocket. There we go. Should have grabbed the screwdriver first. Just enough to start really holding the neck in place. So I'm not worried about it as much. This is where a ratcheting screwdriver would be great, but ours is downstairs, and that's like forever away. There we go. Now we can start locking this sucker in. Being careful not to over tighten it. We got a guitar again. Hey! Stringing time. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Boop. This, maybe. Just farting around at this point. You know? Okay. Even still. There we go. Okay. Restringing is not super exciting from any angle, really. So we're going to keep it like this. Be talking. Do I need the screwdriver? I don't think so. Do I need strings? Yes. And sticking with normal tuning. We got a few of these buddies left. Soldier of God, I'm still using the set of strings, the pack that you and Faithful got me a while back. Seriously, endlessly thankful for y'all's gift of these strings. Just, it means a lot. It helps keep me going, you know? Just strings, but it's a huge contribution. Okay. I always forget their color coding. What are we looking at here? Brass. I mean, honestly, I could just tell by the thickness of them, but, you know, it's nice to have a little visual guide here. Stringing it through. I was about to say, it used to take me a long time to restring guitars, as if that was something that's in the past tense. It probably still takes me a while to string them. I don't know why. I'm just slow like that. Let's say I'm methodical. That's a nice way of saying slow. Hey, there we go. Not forgetting to stretch our strings out here. Intentional, yes. Exactly, Star. You get it. You get it. Oh, I have a tuner. I was like, I have no idea if this is in tune. I have a tuner. Only little clip-on guys. One of these little buddies. Pops right onto the headstock. I'm tune it a little sharp to start with. Little sharp to start with. Because it's going to have a tendency to fall flat. And that being the case, there we go. We're going to give ourselves a break with that. Back. There we go. I know this isn't the most captivating. Maybe I can... Nope. Oh my gosh. My other camera just totally fell on itself. I don't know. How's this? A little something more to look at, maybe. Looks good. Yeah! Or are you talking about the previous look? Stretch that up. start. Just let it be really sharp for now. Thinking about how I'm going to do these, replace that string tree. Oh, talking about this camera. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you haven't been able to tell, kind of wing it on this channel a lot. I tell myself it's for the entertainment value, but really, it's just because I'm messing around. You know? All right, yeah, this should be the black. Go. It's funny, normally I change strings sitting on my couch in my living room watching YouTube. This is easier. Imagine that. Okay. There we go. Got the range there. Beautiful. That was a little easier. I hope y'all are enjoying the music. I can't hear it because I'm not wearing headphones, but I hope it's a good time. Listening to Snail House. This came as a recommendation from Catherine Naomi. She uses Snail House on her channel. Should be DCMA free. It's funny, I've been retuning the strings I've already strung a little more sharp, or a little sharp, and when I go back to them, they end up in like perfect tune. Okay. You're okay. You're doing good. Okay. Now's where we're gonna get funky. because we need to string the final 2 strings, and then we need to start doing some drilling work on the headstock. That's what I'm telling myself. We won't like, we don't need to get these in tune. Not for a bit. Purple and silver, that's what we're going for. That's the order next. Purple and silver. Referring to the colors here. To be honest, you wish Twitch gave viewers the option to turn the music off but keep the streamer on. So for VODs, for creating VODs, what you can do is set your like DCMA unfriendly songs on a different audio track, and I think that one still goes to stream, but it doesn't get on the VOD. I don't know. Faithful Wanderer does it. I forget how she does it. It's something having to do with that. There we go. Should do that for my music streams. So the VOD is just my guitar and me singing. Funny things. Okay. And still, actually that's not. I need to be taut but movable. That's good. This is good. Last string. See, this barely took any time at all. You should get really overstimulated by like 90% of the music the streamers pick. Still want to hang out on the streams. We'll start. Let me know if this is overstimulating. I can switch it to lo-fi gaming music, maybe. Maybe that'd be the chill way to go. I would happily do so for you. String just needs barely a tiny bit of it chopped off because of how far away it is, how the tuning peg is. Should be good. Fingers crossed. Cut's getting made. Yeah, that was fun. God willing and the creek don't rise. That's Star in my new favorite saying, by the way. Oh, we got an ad break coming up. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. That is okay. Way. Good. All right. God willing and the creek don't rise. Creek don't rise. All right. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna let ads run. That's the way it goes. Every hour, ads gotta do their ad thing. So we would just let it run for 3 minutes while I put up a be right back screen. That's gonna happen. And then we'll be back. I'm gonna get some stuff ready for swapping out this little piece right here. This will be interesting. Do some drilling. So y'all hang around, and I'll see you in like 3 minutes. Catch you soon. All right, we're back. Seems like the ad has run its course. And yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. It's good to be back, Star. It's good to be back. All right. I did a couple of things to get ready, to get set up where we're at here. And I'll show you what we're talking about. Scooted this over. Got the new tree and screw out. Got this ready. My screwdriver ready. Got the drill ready with the little flag. And we're going to swap over to some gaming and chill here. This will be nice. This will be nice. All right. Okay. It says no copyright. This is Nobuo Uematsu. That seems like that's got to be copyrighted. That's like straight off the Final Fantasy VII album, the OG. I don't know. All right. Welcome back. It's great to be back, America. Okay, so first things first. We're gonna get this guy out of here. Yeah, it was in there too. Hopefully we won't have to re-drill this hole. Actually, we won't. The annoying thing is this screw is a lot. Oh my gosh, I just almost dropped this. This screw from the old one is a lot bigger than the new one. I don't know if the new one is going to find purchase. Oh, it will. Oh, yes. Okay, this is good. This is big. This is big. All right, we're gonna do a test fit to get our alignment. Because again, this has, let me get this out of the way. The new tree has a little nub on it. You can see that little shiny bit. There you go, poking out right there. That needs to go into the headstock. So to do that, to find out where it goes, we're just gonna give it a little bit of a press down. Just give ourselves a little bit of an indentation to see if it can give us a little bit of an inclination for where it's gotta go. Yeah, how about that? Not super tight, but that's okay. All right, we're lining it up. No, stay here. You now go under. Now you go under. There we go. Nice and parallel. Doesn't have to be like perfect. This is fine. Good push. And that's going to be where we drill our hole. Does that look right? Yes, it does. So I got this tiny, and this is the smallest drill bit I can find. And actually, this drill bit depth is wrong. It's for the other screw. So, I mean, it's just the smallest amount that we need to go in. So we want to make sure we're being good on our depth here. And it'll be nice. I mean, we're just kissing. Woo, here goes. And hopefully that didn't interfere with nothing. Those holes are so, oh, they're close. They're so close to each other. But we're gonna find out. We are sure gonna find out. I mean, honestly, I don't think it has to be perfect. What am I doing with my life? What am I doing? How did I do this before? This was not an issue just a second ago. Tree, get it together. The world is watching. Oh my gosh. Your life. And everything. Come on. Here we go. Okay. Here. And here. And do this. No, but that's fine. The high E is out of the way. There we go. Get it? Kind of. Yeah, we did. Okay. Hey, we're going to call that good. We are going to call that good. Close enough for rock and roll. Boom. It's in. Old giant chunky one, gone. And yeah, there's a noticeable difference in the break angle now of these two strings. I wish it would focus to show you, but it's significant, and that's good. You want it to be. You want it to be. All right, now gonna repackage. Just put this in the bag with the other string tree because Fender sells the string trees in packs of 2. Because why not? You know, maybe they just need a buddy. Maybe they just need a little buddy. Bye. Wow. Nope. Bye. Hey, got it. Okay. So this is good. Now we're going to do some action checking. Or not action. Well, yeah, we're going to check the relief. For that, I'll at least, I don't know. I do need to get these strings, all the strings kind of close. And then we'll check it, and then we'll undo it. And then we'll check it again. Good enough. Sharp. It's going to run itself flat. Okay, that's about right. Give a little strum. Now, switch back over to here. We're going to check the relief. The way what relief is and what it's for. Though this neck looks generally straight or flat, it's really either bowing upwards this way or backwards this way. And that is adjusted by a rod that is inside here. It has a tension adjuster up here, and that balances the tension of the neck with the tension of the strings and the guitar, the body of the guitar itself, the entirety of the guitar itself. The purpose of this is, if this is totally flat, then the strings won't have enough height, or they won't be at a good angle to make it all the way across the neck and the fretboard to play all the notes properly. You'll get buzzing in different locations. That especially happens if it's bowed backwards away. If it's bowed too high this way, you'll get buzzing in other areas. So you want a little bit of bowing upwards, and that gives you the best access to all the frets across the neck. After you do that, then you can set the height of the strings. You can finalize the height of the strings by adjusting the height of the saddles here at the bridge. So that's what we're going to do. Now, to do that properly, you need to be in a playing position. If you have it like this, it can't just float in midair. You'd have to have it resting. If you have it resting, then you are putting pressure on the neck upward, and you're going to get yourself a wrong reading, if you will. So you want to be like this. No extra pressure being exerted on the neck. Take a capo, put it on the 1st fret, and you put your finger on the 12th fret. And then around the 6th fret, right about here, the halfway point, you want to check the height. Now, apparently, the magic height is 5/1000ths of an inch. To detect that, we have a feeler gauge. Honestly, I feel like there's too much relief now. Too much bowing up. So, what we gonna do, we're gonna loosen our D and G strings so we can give ourselves a little bit of room up here to access the hex key that adjusts the truss rod. Now, to remind myself which way to go, I watched a YouTube video before starting stream tonight. Then I forgot which way was which. I believe if you want more relief, which you go from where I'm sitting, I need to turn it away from me, but I need less relief, so I'm going to turn it back towards me. I'm going to start with just like a I don't know, going from just before 2 o'clock to just before noon, seeing where that gets. And then we'll tune it back up, because everything will have changed. Ooh, too high. Cool. We're gonna go back, check it again. Capo on the 1st fret. Ooh, almost lost my place. There we go. Finger on the 12th. Check it at the I think we went too far. I mean, just a little bit. We're getting... Or are we dead on? I think we're dead on. Maybe... I don't know. It's hard to tell. All right, so that's 5. Let's go up to, I don't know, something more drastic here. There's this brass one. We'll double it to 10 thousandths of an inch and see if that's a noticeable difference. Okay, the 10 is definitely pushing. Where are we at then? And where are we at? Oh, it just goes up from 5 to 10, don't it? Couldn't have given me one in between, could you? Oh, wait, here's an 8, 9. This is all over the place. This is a mess. Let's check the 8 thousandths. Eight is definitely hitting it. I guess that's what I get for getting a, rando feeler gauge set off Amazon, you know? All right, come on, that's 4, 5, here's 6. Check 6. Or 7th, we'll just step it down a bit. 7 thousandths. Oh, wait, here you go. It's close. It's so close. Back to the 5. I mean, we may be dead on it, which would be something. I feel like I'm seeing a shadow. No, we're closer to 7. Oh, man. Just a touch. I mean, just a touch. We keep going. That's okay. It's good. We're working our way closer to the goal, and we're so close. So close. All right, just before noon, we're going to bring it... It's like... Ooh, right at noon. Maybe a little more relief. Come on. She tight. Yeah. Okay. Got a good feeling about this. You are so welcome, Star. All right, back in tune. Let's check for our action one more time here, our relief. Okay, back to the 7,000ths. That gives it some motion. I feel good about this. Mostly because 7 is edging on just too much. Just there. It's about 5. And that I will take. I'll take a little too much because that'll at least give me some room to work with. This is good. Now, because I've adjusted the relief, I probably technically should check intonation. I don't know if I feel like doing that tonight. Let's see. Let's tune it up with a good tuner, a big tuner, a real one, the one on my HX effects, and see where that's showing intonation, and then we'll go from there. See if I need to dig in. But first, it is time for a new pick. New strings, new pick. Okay. Sorry if that was loud. Tuner's on. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, I think we're good. Fresh strings, man. The bane of every guitarist's existence. Feels pretty good. We'll take it. Can still feel the frets a little bit. Can still feel the frets a little bit. But we're not gonna worry about it, because it's soldering time. Okay, put you away. Put you away. Keep you out. Put drill stuff away. We're making good time, y'all. Knocking on wood. We could make it to Tree After Dark by 10 o'clock, which would be dope. Start off with the new Pop-Tart flavor. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Gonna be a good night, y'all. I got new songs to mess around with. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. All right. Need that. We'll probably need these. Let's switch over. My friend, my nemesis, the soldering iron. I need to choose a tip before I get started. And it's largely going to be decided by what's in here. What's in here. How big the contacts are inside this connector. Never worked with these, so I have no idea what to expect. Really? Okay. Each pop out. Oh, I see. Weird. Okay, that stinks. So I gotta put both of these on first. I don't like this design at all. All right. Pretty small. Pretty small. So we'll need a pretty small tip for this, which will be fine. It'll be fine. I keep saying it'll be fine. Usually is. This. Let's see what we're working with here. Okay, yeah, we got tiny little tips here. Dump them all out. Don't need you. Maybe you. Not you or you. So this super thin. I mean, that'll get in there. So will this. Oh. Hum. Because we also have this connector, or this cable to work with. Legitimately good cable. Imagine. Gosh, I probably made this sucker, I don't know how many years ago. So if I use the teeny tip, I don't think it'll be hot enough. To get that connector to do what I want it to do. I feel better about this one. Not as good. I mean, it fits the cups. Let's do it. Give it a whirl. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. All right. Plug it in. While it's heating up, we're going to do some continuity tests. I don't know why I said it like that. Probably because this whole next part of the project hinges on whether or not I can figure out some connections. So, here's the foot switch. Here's the deal of why it uses this kind of connector. Inside here, and it may just be better for me to show you, but there are 4 connectors, or really four wires that run through this cable here. One of them is ground. The other 3 all do different things inside the foot switch. I hate that I had to tear this up to like make this or like get to this, but you know, I guess that's just a slice of life, right? And I don't feel too bad because one of the switches, the switch for this on this side is actually broken. On the like it still switches, but some of the connections on it don't work the way they're supposed to. So I would have had to tear into this anyway at some point. It still changes the channel of the amp, which is great, but this is actually a dual LED here. When the amp is on the clean channel, it's supposed to light up blue. Then you hit it and it lights up red. It lights up red when you switch it to the distortion channel, but it doesn't light up blue. This is just a regular green LED when you turn the effects loop on and off. And that's just a signal path. It just opens up a signal path in the amplifier after the preamp and all the tone stuff to send the kind of amp sound, if you will, I mean, for lack of a better word maybe, of the guitar amp to your reverbs and echoes and that sort of thing. So, popping that off. This is what's inside a foot switch. We've got green for our ground. We've got 3 other ones. Yellow is voltage. The amplifier sends power down this yellow line to power the LEDs. And then we've got white and red. Red controls the loop, and white controls the channel switching. The way these work is, I don't really fully understand it in the actual like electronics of the amp, but the important thing that I know about it is, and I'll use the loop side as an example. It sends a signal in the amplifier to ground. Like basically it grounds a detection signal circuit, I don't know, in the amplifier to the ground of the amp. And doing that switches the circuit on and off. Same thing with the channel, back and forth. So that's what this is doing. It's basically grounding parts of the signal or some sort of switching signal in the amplifier to ground, and that's what causes the paths to switch inside the amp. Now, to do this, you really only need, to achieve it, you only need 1 or like really 2 or 3 wires. 2 wires if you're only needing 1 switch, 3 wires if you need 2 switches, which this has. So we don't need to care about the yellow wire here, because remember, that's our voltage. And if you're watching this on YouTube and I'm getting stuff wrong, then just blast me in the comments. This should work, regardless of the theory. But we only need 3 of these wires, which means we only need 3 conductors, which we have in this, a TRS cable, which is what we'll be connecting inside, or not inside, connecting to the Line 6 HX effects. And then on the other side, it needs to see, the amp needs this 5-pin DIMM. So we only need 3 of these 5 pins. But which pins are doing what? That's the question. To answer that question, hi Rigby. Hello. My dog Rigby has come to say hello. Hey big guy. You big sweet boy. Let's see if I can take y'all for a ride here. Here he is. Where are you at? Wiggy. Wiggy. There he is. The big sweet boy. Very concerned about his dad. What you doing? What you need? You know? What is it? A Wiggy? Is it Wiggy? Yeah. That's a Wiggy boy. And then the Snoop. The Snoop. Yeah. Could not do it. All right. Okay. Boom. All right, we're back. Okay. Yeah, to figure out what wire goes where, we're gonna test continuity on these pins with our multimeter. And hopefully, we'll be able to figure out where stuff is going and, I don't know, wire up a new cable based off of what we believe. Because I don't want to, I mean, I couldn't just cut this because this is like melded. If I could disassemble this connector, it would be easier. But we can't. So we're going to use beeps to tell us where to go. All right. We're going to confirm a couple of things here. This is ground. This is always ground. Really? The ground here doesn't connect to the ground of the jacket? Whatever. All right. Weirdo. This is going to be very difficult. Hopefully, taking these caps off will make it easier. All right, so if I do this, yeah, it works. Okay, that's not ground. That's not our voltage. I don't think that's anything. This pin. Come on, just stay. Just stay. You're killing me. Okay. This pin is red, which is our effects loop. I need to write this down. I need paper. Or my phone? My phone. My phone will do. Let's do some notes here. Or, even better, we'll take a picture and then we'll annotate the picture. It's big. Beautiful. Okay. Good enough. Let's mark it for what it is. Shape. Add an arrow. Color the arrow red. There we go. That is that. Then we're going to add some text. That is also red. To match, that's going to say loop. can I change you to red? There we go. Red. Thank you. All right. Good start. Making progress. All right. Now the really hard part, just touching one of these. Come on, I had it. That'll work. Okay. What? Oh, this must be grounded. Yeah, okay. Okay, this should be, the bottom middle pin should be white. The just a little bit there, which is our channel. Golly. Here we go. Okay. Add a shape. Another arrow. White is surprisingly effective. Hey, maybe don't snap. Like, I don't need you to snap. Why are you snapping on me? Why did... iOS. Why did you start doing this? This is dumb. Ugh. Fine. Add text. Make the text white. Channel. Cool. I do need to confirm that this isn't ground. I think we did. If I switch this. Yep. That's not. Cool. Okay, that's correct. So now we just gotta find ground. Moving on down the line here. So we know one of these is voltage and one of these is ground. With that assumption, yep, the far pin is our voltage, which would make this pin our ground. Beautiful. Oh, oops. Yes. Your property here too. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna add both of them just so we know, because otherwise it would be bad to not know. 8, those are ground. Just add another one here. Gosh, I hate this. Yellow. Boom. Okay. Add some text to make it good. Sometimes you gotta do good stuff. No. Change this color. Thank you. And oh my gosh. Keeps like losing the menu on me. Text. This is super interesting, I'm sure. Yellow. And we call it voltage. Can I have a background? It'd be dope if I could. No. Oh well. Doesn't matter. We have our guide. Look at that. Professional. Thank you. Okay. With that, we can close this up. Put it back somewhere. Get it out the way. There we go. Turn you off. I tell y'all, life is like a hurricane. Just trying to make things happen. I hope this has been educational. Or even mildly interesting. I'll take mildly interesting. Maybe some good music to listen to. Some kind of chill to watch on a Friday. We're gonna get to the fun part. Making music and I don't know. Having a good time soon. Okay. There's those. Do that. We got to get through what is hopefully not going to be a pain in the rear end to solder. I've soldered tons and tons of cables in my time. Lots and lots. I have never soldered a 5-pin DIN MIDI style cable before. So new challenge, new mode. All right, you out of my way. All right, how are we doing on time? Oh no, 56. Well, this is okay because this way, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start with the ads in a little bit. Run ads in a little bit, and then I'll make my Pop-Tarts as I do. We got a new flavor this week. Very excited about that. Limited edition, even. Yeah, what y'all even think about that? Limited edition. And then we'll get into soldering. And then we'll get into playing. Once we solder, we'll program the new cable for the foot pedal, the multi-effects pedal. I'll show y'all how that happens. Like there's cool editing software, all that kind of mess. Yeah, it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. I'm trying to think about what I need. Oh yeah, our donor cable. Just an old crummy XLR cable that I don't use anymore, haven't used in forever. A good one. This is my good one. Yes. I'm just gonna lop the ends off. We don't need them. then do some soldering. That'll be decent. I'm mildly nervous about this jacket fitting over it. It should be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be good. We'll be good. This will work here. Yeah. Okay. No worries. You know what I should do? I should find some dry erase markers. Star, do we have green and red dry erase markers? Surely we do. Because if I can mark these down ahead of time, I can know where to solder different things. Because we only need the top 3 pins of this set. So yeah. Thinking ahead, getting smart with it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Oh, Star's like half asleep downstairs. That's what's going on. That's fine. I can find it. I'm sure we got it somewhere. Even just pins. I don't know. But I'm gonna run down, get that happening. I'm gonna make my Pop-Tarts, bring them back up here. We'll run the ads a little early this time, and then we'll get them out of the way. Come back up, we'll hang out for a bit, we'll talk through the process and of all the soldering and stuff, get the soldering iron heated up, and we'll be good to go. So I will see y'all in like 5 minutes, somewhere around there. I'm gonna go ahead and run the ads, get them out the way, and I'll catch you soon. Okay, we're back, and these are the Pop-Tarts. Limited edition. Hot cocoa with marshmallows. And they even have little designs on them. There we go. One says crazy good cocoa. That one, and this says perfect cocoa because it's like a cat. Cat paws holding it. Should be just cool enough to eat. Let's try it. Oh yeah. Okay. It's like a marshmallowy filling, as well as the icing. Honestly, it tastes more like brownies with marshmallow. Whew, hot. Not really getting a cocoa vibe. Kind of. Well, yeah. It's almost like a hot chocolate, like slightly different brownie flavor for the crust, the pastry. And then you get the marshmallow from the icing, the frosting, and the filling. Good. It's real good toasted. These would probably be really good frozen too. Maybe slightly different flavor frozen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Star, so right. They do smell just like brownies when they're being toasted. Brownies, cocoa, same thing. Straw powder is all the milk. You go, yeah. Makes sense to me. But if you can find them, get them. Limited edition. Now, Star, are the Pop-Tart, is the flavor limited edition or just the printed designs on them limited? Is that what the deal is? Because this is the first time I've seen him had them. Okay. Good to know. Get them while you can, y'all. Man, they're good. Yeah, I'll be interested to try them frozen. Toasted, fantastic. Easily A tier. Mm-hmm. Okay. We got some soldering to do. And it's gonna be interesting. Big cable, little connectors. Oh, I did get some dry erase markers. I don't know why I carried the little connector down here. Rigby, what you want? What do you need? You smell my Pop-Tarts and you think you get them? You don't get them. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He thinks he get the Pop-Tarts. Rigby! Oh. Rigby! Those ears, oh my God. Rigby. Look at this sweet boy. Look at this sweet guy. Oh my gosh. He's such a good boy. He's so concerned because Star and I are separate. I'm upstairs, she is downstairs. It is unacceptable. He's a good big guy. He needs bedtime, probably. Probably. And then, there we go. Sorry, guy. We got a while to go. We got a ways to go. Okay. Let's do some coloring. I'm gonna follow our little guide here. I'm just gonna do some coloring here to match stuff so we know this pen, which if it were brighter I might be able to read. 5. Okay, this makes sense. The 5th pin is ground. Seriously, there we go. Come on, dry erase marker. This may have been a flawed. Idea from the start. Wouldn't you know it, the dry erase doesn't want to transfer. I can get a little bit and then it like, I don't know. What do you need from me? Burnt out? I don't know. We'll take that. We know white is in the middle. That's what matters. Wet erase. Maybe? Okay, no, that one worked great. I think we got it. You can see the red that popped up. That's basically all we really need to know. Magnets. That matches. Matches our diagram. Beautiful. All right. Heating up the soldering iron. This is going to be one of the last things we approach or get to, actually. We need to desolder all of this mess first. finish eating before I get lead all over my hands. Drop the temp to a more reasonable 375. Oh man. I swear I'm gonna have flashbacks from the DualSense controller project for a while. I did a good job making this one. I'll tell you. All right. Let's see how we're doing here. Oh yeah. Getting there. Get you already ready to go. Tweezers. That's one. So much easier. You're not working with insane leaded solder. We'll still get a little touch here. There we go. This, the coup de grace, kind of tough actually. Getting the ground off, a lot of stuff to work with here. Oh, or not, or it'll just come right off. Okay, good. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Hot. Okay, then we need this. This actually needs to go on first on one end. Yes, okay. This little cable is done. Just gonna tidy her up. Side. Now we have this side of one cable, so this is going to be our TRS side. Slide that on. Good ways down. Speaking of which, so like, how does this all go together again? Going in from the front. All right, so both of these parts need to slide up to the pins. So these both need to go on. One. Into two. So when this goes on, this slides up through. This slides up there. Okay. I would be lying to you if I told you I have soldered connections and realized I needed to put things on before they went on. Had to unsolder them and then resolder them. You're still here, just moving to the bed before these fools. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So the good news about this, it doesn't really matter. Now that we're going to start with this TRS cable first, or connector first. And the nice thing about this is it doesn't really matter what we, what conductors in here we solder to which. We'll go with red and white too. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because this side will connect to the HX effects, which we can program for different elements, the tip or the ring. So we're good to go either way. We're good to go either way, and that's how we're going to approach it. Decent length of cable to give ourselves something to work with here. Use the big scissory part to remove the jacket. Done. You're left with hate the ground. I hate it when they have like fuzzy stuff. They have like little fluff in with the shield and the jacket. I hate it when they do that. It just gets in the way. Thankfully, it's kind of behaving. Able to pretty well separate the ground here. Oh, that's great. That's good. And then ground all on its own. We'll twist it up to its own little twisty wire bit there. Focus, come on. There you go. You see it right there. Boop, boop. Nice. Okay. With that done, we're also going to group together our annoying fluff that we don't need. And hopefully cut it off. Help of our helping hands. Nice. It's good. And we just want it out of the way. It's useless for me, my purposes. Just gets in the way. And now we're good. Now we're good. Okay. Now we need to plan out where you're going to solder stuff. 10 action on that. Again, doesn't matter. The only thing one thing that really matters is the ground to ground. And we will do a shortened connection of that. Can I extend this? No, not really. It's fine. It's fine. Ground will need to be short so we can basically squeeze up all the other wires. Red seems to be the longest, so we'll leave that longest at its full length. So basically you almost have to work your way up from the lowest to the highest thing. Which will start with ground. To do that, I'm going to add a lot more solder to where the ground lives there on this little curve. That will help. Some solder up there for our red connector. So, you know what we're also going to do? We're going to solder up, we're going to tin up the ground so that it stays together and we can cut it to length. A little sloppy, but we're cutting it off anyway. Don't matter. I kind of want it to be about the same length as our yellow wire. Let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah. Get flush cutters. We'll start kind of working our way down. Beginning with it at the same length. Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be really good. Even a little long, but that's okay. Does this say the thickness of the wire on this? Or am I going to have to guess it? It does not. So, we're going to go ahead and strip our connections here. I think they're all like, really thankfully, the dead-on length we need them to be. Yeah, that's pretty good. $20, okay. Love it when you get it right. Now, and honestly, just to be thoughtful, we'll tin up the other connections too. We'll tin up these guys. I really need overhead light. Sorry if it blows everything out, makes it look terrible. I need the extra light. Actually, this looks awful. Let's see if I can get to my light over here. Much better. Much better. Okay. That's good. Wonder what I need to do is like this. Maybe like this. I don't know. Nah, we'll get there. Cool. Now we're just gonna solder one by one here. Close. Join your brethren. Ooh. A little tricky, but we made it happen. Now, where our fingers get a little hot, That's part of the life. Nice. And lastly, a little more, but this will do. Yeah, that'll make it happen. Dope. This should work. There we go. Okay. We'll test a little continuity here. Make sure our solder joints are good. They should be. Be surprised if they weren't. Ground. Okay, ground is good. Tip. Ring. Yep, tip. Sweet. Boom. Then slide this over here. Actually, first, put a little shielding cap over the top. Come on. There we go. A little clamp as well. Oh my gosh. Move. Scoot your butt up the cable. Please? But like, please though? I would really appreciate it. This cable is just a little big for the connector. Oh my gosh, thank you. Are we all, can we be there? We're gonna call this home. Just back a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Now we slide the top over, which causes the cable clamp kind of sit in place there. Once we tighten down this, which is going to be a real bear, but it holds our joints together real well. And there we go. TRS connection done. TRSDONE. Get it. Okay, our little wet markering has come undone, but that's fine. I remember where things need to be. So what I'm doing right now is I am preparing the sort of insides of this. Focus, hello. So you can kind of see how they're like little cups. Each of these connectors. I'm gonna fill them up with solder to get it nice and ready for the cabling to get there. So just a little will do. Just a little will do. Beautiful. All right. So we know flip this over. No, that ain't gonna work. Red, white, green. Or really yellow. Red, yellow ground. That's what we're gonna go for. I think we got tons of space. We don't have that much space in the connector, but we need to go about, it doesn't really matter, about there-ish is where I'm going to call it for cutting. Stripping the jacket off. Cut any of the ground wire? No, I did not. Like a pro. Okay. This actually will be good. We want to get the grounding away from the red connector because they're going to face opposite ends of the joint, so, or the of the connector. So red over this way, ground over this way, flip it around, won't make a diff. Just like last time. The shielding has separated nicely from everything. Thank you, Lord. Looking good. Nice. Yeah, that'll come together real good. Okay. Sometimes it helps to kind of pre-shape it. Lead it to where you want it to go. Now this time around, it looks like our red conductor is a little shorter than the rest. So we'll have to work with that, but we'll be able to after we cut the fluff. Cut the fluff. I should have joined it. All right, one side. Two sides. Three sides a lady. Okay, this will be interesting to do. I think I'll want to work from the left to the right, maybe. Do want to get these tinned up. We'll start, just go ahead and knock out the ground connection. Okay. Oh, what's up? I'm Max76. Sorry if you texted that a little while ago. Kind of. Actually, what I'm making is a patch cable to control the channel switching and effects loop of my amp that you can't see behind the chat window. But the amp is a PRS Archon 50, the Mark I version of it. And it uses a 5-pin DIN connector for channel switching and the effects loop. but I'm creating a cable to run out of the 5-DIN in the back of it to TRS in my line 6 HX effects, and the HX effects will be able to control the amp switching and effects loop from the unit itself. Thankfully, that only requires 3 conductors. They use a 5-pin to use 4 of the 5 pins. 3 is your standard ground, channel, and effects. The 4th conductor that it uses, the 5th isn't used. The 4th that it uses is to send voltage to the LEDs in the foot switch. So we shouldn't need it. We'll see. But now, I'll tell you, I wish it was an XLR cable, because that would be a lot easier than these tiny little pins here. Thanks. Yeah, I can't fully take credit for it. I needed to see if it was actually even possible first. There's some company makes adapting patch cables, or adapting cables that do this for the Archon series of amps. And when I saw that, okay, they make it, they make the 5-pin to TRS, so it has to be possible. Then I opened up my foot switch and tested continuity between the pins of the 5-DIN connector and the underside of the foot switches, and I was like, yeah, this all makes sense. It should only need 3 to do the actual functions of it. But yeah, welcome in. How you doing tonight? Hi, I'm True What's Got Down. Normally on weekdays, either doing guitar techie stuff or playing video games. Then on Sundays, that's kind of like my mainstream of the week. From 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern, I play guitar and sing along to pop punk songs from the early 2000s. Some 90s stuff, some modern stuff as well. It's a lot of fun. It's actually what I'm going to do after this. I'm going to switch to doing a music stream. So that'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, that's like my whole deal. How are you? Welcome in. How'd you find out about the channel? I need to cut these back just a touch. Just a touch. Being careful, because once you cut it back, you can't get it back. You know what I'm saying? You kind of can. That might have been too much on the red connector. It was. We can keep working at it. We can keep doing it. A smidge. Is that too much of a smidge? Come on, tree. Get your life together. This will be fine. Just kind of giving myself a little more room to work with on the cable. I don't like having to backtrack like this, but sometimes you make a whoopsie. Question is if it will go. It should, because it's going to lose. There we go. This is like a lot of room now. But we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Tiny little bits. Tiny bits, tree. Not that much. No, that was perfect. Just, the smidgenest. Little smidgen. Which probably didn't even have any conductor in it. Yes, this is good. We will take this. We'll start the rest of our deal here. Just browsing the maker categories into guitars, making pop punk, or a big fan of pop punk. Right on.
Let's crack a lacking, yo.
Well,
I'm down.
I think
Who
you
else
found
is in?
yourself in a good spot. I think you found yourself in a good spot. So you missed a little earlier. I was doing work on my guitar that I built on stream, for stream, with the help of my community. Here, I'll switch over to the full screen here. It is a Pop-Tart theme Tart-Caster I call the Tart-Caster. And it's made mostly with Guitar Fetish parts because it's supposed to be a really just cheap budget build. I'm gonna be replacing the neck soon because the frets are garbage. But I did also put a Seymour Duncan 1/4 pound pickup in it pretty recently, and whew, it sounds good. Oh, but yeah, get a follow, dude. Thanks so much for the follow. But yeah, that's been a fun project. It's a work in progress. It's never over. It seems like, it feels like, but you know, that's it's all part of it, right? That's all just part of the deal with a project guitar. I feel like it's almost never done. Do you play guitar? If so, what do you play? What do you got? What's your gear? Okay. We should be real close to making this a reality here. This is going to be interesting. Small, tiny little cups. Golly. Beautiful. Love it when they have these little cups to just slot everything into. Come on. That'll do. That'll do. And the hardest one. Because you can't touch it while you're working it. No insulation on this, just straight up ground. And I feel like I need to cut this off a little bit. Telecasters are your fave, right on. I'm a big fan. I mean, I built one, so one would think, but the reason why I chose to build a Telecaster is because for a long time, my main guitar was a Gibson SG. I recently sold it because I realized and found out that I'm really kind of honestly more of a dang it, this is gonna be really frustrating. Really more of a Les Paul kind of guy. There's just no room for the connector to go. Like, I almost want to solder it to the outside. Is that enough? No. Used to play, but unfortunately developed nerve damage in your... Oh my gosh. Dude, I am sorry to hear that. I really am. By the way, I call everybody dude. It's in my about me and my descriptions and stuff, but I ascribe to what I refer to as the less than Jake Goodburger Accord. Namely, I'm a dude, he's a dude, she's a dude. We're all dudes. So I call everybody dude, unless you don't want to be called dude, and then I won't call you dude. Might have to call that good. I don't love it, but we have connection. Let's test for continuity here. Yep, we are good. Except when we're not. We're good except when we're not. I wired it backwards. Dang it. I put the ground where red is supposed to go and red where ground's supposed to go. Come on. Come on. That simply will not fly here. This side actually needs to be correct. I'm pretty sure I can flip these around. I should have enough space to work with. Unbelievable. There we go. Wow, really? You're just gonna fall apart on me like that? I love this. I love this. This is super cool. That'll go back just fine. But for now, I've got to force these things where they don't want to go. It's starting to look ugly, but it'll work. I am using flux core solder, yeah. Big fan of Kester solder. Now we get to see what sort of monstrosity this is going to turn into. Best viewers? Oh man. I really need the best viewers. Here's the ban. Ban. Oh, Kishu, you were already on it. Thank you so much, Kishu. All right, let's get funky. I think this worked. It is ugly as sin, but I think it worked. Yep. We got it. Oof. Not my greatest work, but it does work. So we're leaving it and we're stepping away. You should be able to clamp a do here. That'll do. Nice. Nice. Okay, actually, we should check continuity between the things. That would be good. All right, ground. Yep. Tip. Ring. So ground. Tip. And ring. And no interference. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a cable. Oh, yes. Little tiny, teeny tiny screw. And actually, while we're buttoning this up, pull this sucker down. I am really, really happy that this seems to have worked. Okay, then this just... Well, one would think this would just scrooch on up in here. But there's a cable in the way now. And I may have messed that up. I don't care. I honestly don't care. This is going to live behind an amp. So it doesn't really matter. I'm fine with it. I'm not undoing my connections to redo that. It's always something. Gotta get better helping hands. Dislike that style. Yeah, I've had these for I don't know how long. I got them back in college when I started my soldering journey. I do have for printed circuit boards, I've got one of these kind of slider style clamps. There's a bar that goes in between them so you can adjust the width. I've got one of those that I like a lot, but it kind of is for, like I said, for PCBs, so not applicable here, but this is good. This is good. This is good. And yeah, something better than the cheapos would be very nice. That absolutely would be a quality of life upgrade. Okay. So now that we've done that, what I need to do is do a little bit of cleanup. Ads are gonna run in just over 2 minutes, so this is our warning. 4 ads for a new friend here. The way I run ads on my channel is I let 3 minutes of ads run every hour, but during that time, I just put up a be right back screen so that nobody misses anything if they're not subscribed. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, you know, Twitch's got to do their thing. They got to make their money. I get it. As an affiliate, if I want to make any money, I got to let them run at some point. So you just let it do their thing, and you build it in, right? You build it into the whole stream thing, and that way, everybody gets, you know, the same stuff on stream. It's great. It's great. There. But yeah, in the time that it takes for ads to run, I'm gonna clean up all of this. And I would normally put the HX effects here, but because I want to easily switch to music stream, I am going to I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to clear it out so we'll have space for stuff. And that way I'll be able to just transition straight up to standing. So ads are going to run. I'll catch y'all in 3 minutes, and we'll be programming the HX effects. I'll have the screen up to see what happens there, and I'll catch y'all soon. All right, we back. Woo! Better setup here. My goodness. Okay. Chill music. My goodness. All right, time to change up my other monitor. What is connected to what here? Yep, that'll take. That'll take. All right. Gaming monitor. Turn that off. This one needs to go here and small and there. Something like that, I think. And then just for kicks, we're going to test the crop here so I can put it into place on my other screen because it'll sync up with things. There we go. Cool. Good stuff. There is a story behind my name. So it is from a song lyric by a band called Me Without You. The line is, and a tree once cut down came up new from the ground. So I'm a Christian, a follower of Jesus Christ. And that verse is from the Old Testament in Job, but it is a sort of a prophetic statement about the coming of Jesus Christ when we would be forgiven our sins, that we as sinners are a tree once cut down, and through the grace in Jesus Christ's sacrifice on the cross, we're born again, raising up new from the ground. So yeah, that lyric always kind of stuck with me, and yeah, that's the story behind my username. Yep. Yeah. Okay, I think I got everything set up. I don't. I need my monitor. There we go. Now we're doing good stuff. We'll minimize that and then bring this down here. Perfect. Yes. Okay. And HX effects. Where you at? E, F, G, H, I, J, K, line 6. There we go. Let's see if it detects the device. Fingers crossed. It did. Yes. This playlist is kind of getting to me right now. It's just too slow. It's late. I need something boppy to get me going here. I'm bringing back Snail House. We're gonna get some energy. Star is asleep. It's cool. Okay. So, here we are on my other screen. This is as big as I can make this in terms of, come on, actual zoom-inedness. But what we're looking at here is the editor for the Line 6 HX effects. And now, the one thing that I don't like about it, that I haven't really been able to dial in on, is setting up switches, like just the controller foot switches through the editor. And I know there's a way to do it. I know there's got to be a way to do it. Per snapshot global, that's tap tempo. Maybe it's in the Windows. Command center. There it is. Yes. Yeah. So Me Without You is a very interesting band. They're kind of like post-hardcore. Their vocalist like doesn't sing, doesn't scream. He like yells, but the lyrics are phenomenal and the music is very cool. Catch for Us the Foxes is a great album. A to B Life, their first album, is really good. Those would be my two. A to B Life is the one that has the song with my screen name off of it. So that would be my recommendation. It's a classic. It's an early 2000s record. It's great. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. Okay, so we've got our command center open here. Latching. We're basing it off the tip. There's no indicator on on the amp about whether or not the what channel it's on. So we just have to find out. And it works in one. Y'all.
Okay. A little bit of a grounding issue. Thank you. Thank you. So, okay, amp channel is great. And that's all she wrote. So this right here is HX Edit. It is the editing software for the Line 6 HX series of effects. So the pedal that I have is the HX effects. So it's just effects, no amp or cab well, it'll do cab IRs, but no amp simulation in it. It's just the effects, because I've got an amp and I've got a 2 Notes Captor X. Gosh, where's this tightening here? Come on. There we go. Yeah, 2 Notes Captor X. Yeah, 8 ohm reactive load and IR simulator, IR loader for my cabs, which are Tone Hammer that I'm using. This is it's one of their Mesa 412 simulators, and then that just runs into my audio interface, and bingo bango. But yeah. All the effects are running through are just done by the HX effects. And another cool thing, and I brought this up on some streams when I just got this, but where's the window for the command center? This is mega dope. Here I have, when you connect the HX effects to a laptop over its USB connection, you can set foot switches to be keystrokes on the keyboard. So this one here is set to be the space bar, and this one is set to be enter, so that I can just click a song on Spotify, and it will play it and pause it. So like, here you go, we're on Snail House. So if I hit the play pause one, it plays and pauses. And let's say I want to start with Rainbow Float. Boom. It switches to it. This is massively helpful for queuing and starting and stopping songs on stream. I'm not like fumbling around with the mouse to click to work it. It just works, and it's so good. But that's that. Thanks. Yeah, I didn't know it could do that until, so I had an HX Effects years ago, sold it to buy a PS5, no regrets, until I later regretted it and then bought another one this year. And when I was getting it set up and working in HX Edit to, kind of preset some scenes that I have, I noticed it has screen like snapshots for Spotify and YouTube and iTunes, and I'm like, wait a minute. And yeah, it just sets up foot switches to be the command centers for playback. So through that, realized, oh wait, you can assign any of the foot switch over USB to be keystrokes, and that handles so much for me because I don't need a lot of. It has 6 switches for me to work with. I don't use a lot of effects. Um, I'll do a little low cut, high cut sort of thing. A bandpass filtering for like a fun sort of like effect thing, and that's great. I'll do an echo verb, a delay reverb combo in one switch. That's all that I need. So it covers everything else. Yeah, dude, they're fantastic. Get them used. I got mine for, you can usually find them for like $400 used. I think there's 6 new. So yeah, fantastic deal. And lines, they've been out for a while, but line 6 is not slowing down on support for any of the HX line. Stomp, the HX Stomp, the Helix effects, like, man, it's so good. It's so good. So with that, let's switch over to some music. It's time to switch it to a music stream. Not a lot of time left in stream tonight, but that's okay. It's time for fun. And I'm here for it. I want to get to it. So I'm going to change some things. Get all the tags taken care of. Rock, pop, punk, guitar streams, singing, streamer, vocals, all the junk. You know it. And tonight, because it's late at night, we're switching away from family friendly. We are now Tree After Dark. We can play songs with cuss words in them. I'm not going to sing them, but we're playing them. Okay. So, if you're watching on YouTube, been watching the VOD the whole time, I appreciate it. This is not for the live stream now. I'm only streaming to Twitch, but I will be posting this VOD to YouTube. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have questions about anything that I did in the comments. Be happy to answer them. And otherwise, I'll catch you around on stream. Tree Once Cut Down on Twitch every Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern. We're doing pop punk fun, what you're about to miss out on right now. So hopefully I'll see you then.